whenever I'm talking to him, I learned a few vocabulary or idioms.
Unconscious.
I which I don't learn in anybody's else class, honestly, because I remember only for that time, but after some time I forgot, tend to forget. But from Nandgopal sir, I still remember two idioms like break the ice, walking on thin ice. So
Green thumb.
I remember. I remember because he talks a lot about one particular thing. So that Karishma, you need to work on your vocabulary. You have to work on your subject work, verb agreement, and preposition. These are the three things I need to focus on. But even after trying a lot, I'm not able to do it because I'm not giving time for learning. I'm just doing my speaking practice. So people sometimes like say that if you want to speak English, you have to speak. No, you have to listen to also. That is
Right.
equally important. If you are only on speaking mode, you are going to speak only those things which you already know. But if you want to improve at certain level, then you must have to go through with the recent like listening practice. That is more important. I think
Right.
50-50 should be there, but my 50% listening is not here. People who are feeling really nervous or hesitation, they can use these kinds of feature, or especially the people who are introvert. I think those are the ones who feel very discomfortable while talking to somebody, like in real. So it can be a great beginning for them, right? Just to initially start up, they can use these kinds of application, and once they started like start feeling comfortable, then they can go out and have a real conversation with people. So it's full. I'm also talking about in this video about other tools which are very uh, famous these days for speaking.
So then that suggests me so many things, and it is really helpful. I don't need to open particularly Chat GPT now.
Oh
You
my
can.
god, I really did not know that. Honestly, I think I need to upgrade myself. I know about many AI applications and tools which can help us to improve English, but particularly if you're talking about this WhatsApp and Instagram, I have no idea. But
Hello, Karishma. How are you? Good evening.
hi Priyanka, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you so much for asking, and welcome to the session. It's been so long. I wanted to connect with you, and finally we are here, and I'm very happy to have a conversation with you. So tell me, how life treating you?
Life is treating me really well, and even I'm also thrilled to have this session with you because whenever we connect, it's like long session first, and second is it's always very engaging and interesting. So I always would love to create sessions, would love to talk to you, but unfortunately, because of my kids and sometimes schedule, we couldn't. But finally, we are here.
Yes, yes. So how's your family and how's your kids now? What they are doing?
What they're doing, one is sleeping, one is just trying to break my laptop by doing something on that. And you tell me.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Everything is fine here. So, yes, so I want to know about your YouTube channel. How is it going now?
It is going same. No, like I'm not really excited about that. And then, honestly speaking, now I quit thinking about YouTube. I'm focusing more on my speaking skills these days, and I'm trying to learn something and improve myself. Yes, and you know what? I started using one feature which is called AI. I'm using it a lot. Like one is Chat GPT, second is Sparky, and there is another application also, SpeakX something that also I'm using for. Did you use it? Speakers?
DeepSeek, the Chinese application, DeepSeek.
I don't know, but yes, I'm using it. So,
Okay. Yeah, sometimes I also use Chat GPT, but nowadays I'm using Meta AI. It is available on Instagram and or WhatsApp. So whenever I feel I need some guidance, I need some assistance, so I usually use Meta AI. So do you use it?
know about this? I don't know anything about this.
Meta AI. It is available on WhatsApp and Instagram too.
Huh.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, explain. I want to know more how to use it.
So when you open the chat box, WhatsApp chat box, so you can find the button where you can click and you can find a chat, and then you can type whatever you want to know, and you will get to know all the things without opening chat GPT and all. You can search on WhatsApp and Instagram too. I usually do it. I usually use it on Instagram. I usually do it if I want to make any new content. So I always ask that Meta, I want to make a video on it on this particular topic. So suggest me something. So then that suggests me so many things, and it is really helpful. I don't need to open particularly Chat GPT now.
Oh
You
my
can.
God, I really did not know that. Honestly, I think I need to upgrade myself. I know about many AI applications and tools which can help us to improve English, but particularly if you're talking about this WhatsApp and Instagram, I have no idea, but I'm gonna use it after this session and I'll see like how it works. This
Can
is
also.
something nice.
Yes. Okay, so how do you use ChatGPT? Like where you specifically use in your English or making content, where you are particularly using it?
I think my whole day is just surrounded around ChatGPT. Every now and then I need its help. For example, if I'm teaching my children and if you need to ask me something, I don't know the meaning. I don't know why I'm so much habitual of using ChatGPT instead of Google. Earlier, when I had to check out any kind of meanings or something, I used to go to Google and ask like what is the meaning of this and that. But now I'm asking ChatGPT, and because I'm getting very organized answer through it. In
Hmm.
Google, whatever you will ask, you will get only that term, right? But in
Right.
ChatGPT, if you will ask, you just need to say that ChatGPT, what is the meaning of this? Describe me completely. It will give you. So I
Hmm.
think that is more helpful. Not only that, even I'm just creating short videos with the help of ChatGPT, like daily use sentences. Obviously, from where I'll get that. So I asked ChatGPT to create few sentences, and then I just recall all those sentences, and then create my short video. So it's a great helping tool for me to create content. And apart from that, I take ChatGPT's help for my personal improvement. For example, I'm trying to write something. For example, I write my script through Notepad. I usually write my script in Notepad, and then I get check it on ChatGPT, like what kind of mistakes I have done. So I got to know by the correction. That is very important. You should not ask everything to do ChatGPT. You should do it yourself, and you can just cross check with ChatGPT so you can rectify your own errors. This is what I'm doing, and in this way I am improving like a lot.
Yes. And can you suggest for learners how they can use it?
See, if you are a beginner, I think ChatGPT is something which is really useful. I'm also talking about in this video about other tools which are very uh, famous these days for speaking practice. But let's start from the ChatGPT. If you are a beginner and if you don't know how to start a conversation, you can just ask ChatGPT to create a basic conversation for you. Any kind of conversation. For example, if you want to understand, like if I will go to the restaurant, how should I book the order? So you can ask ChatGPT to create that kind of conversation only, and it will give you like few lines on that, and you can practice yourself. You can understand that okay, if I need to order, this is what I have to say. If I need to pay money, this is what I have to say. If I need to ask about discount, how should I ask? So for from a beginner point of view, also ChatGPT is really helpful. So you can ask like this, and it will help you. Another thing is that people say that you have to do speaking practice. You have to choose a topic and speak on it about 5 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever your capacity is. So you should do what you can do. You can speak on any topic and then you can ask ChatGPT to correct it. It will help you in that way. So by doing this, you will be able to understand that whatever you are saying, it was wrong. You have to replace these words to make your presentation or your speech better. This is how they can get help. Yeah. Do you also use ChatGPT, right?
Yes, I always use. Like I
Are
started
you
using.
using in same way, or is there any other extra way where we can use it?
Yes, as I told you, I nowadays I'm using Meta AI. That is also a kind of tool, artificial tool. So nowadays, like whenever I use Chat GPT, so I usually use for my vocabulary. I write one word there, and I try to make 4 5 sentences, and I write those sentences in my notebook. And whenever I have conversation with somebody, so I try to use those sentences. In this way, I can learn 2 3 words in a day. It is not that much difficult. Earlier it was, because now I can get ready-made sentences. There
Mm,
are ready sentences available, so it becomes a little easy for me. Earlier it was monotonous kind of thing, but now I can feel, yes, it's helping me to improve my vocabulary. So I
that's
use this. And sometimes, as you said, grammatical mistakes, I can easily rectify my grammatical mistakes. Like I when I edit my videos, so sometimes I found I made any mistake. So I want to know, like, how can I replace it? Which sentence would be better here? So I write that sentence on ChatGPT and found their unique sentence, a unique way of saying that sentence. So this is how I use. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, right. This is what we can also do because if we, for example, if you are on intermediate level, if you want to reach an advanced, you can ask Chat GPT like giving one line that how we can say this line in different manners, and it will simply suggest you so many ways to say or represent the same line. And when you are having conversation, real conversation, you can try to use them. However, I do not have any pen copy here, but I am thinking to do this and apply this method in my real learning because if you have something in front of you like the vocabulary or written lines, you will 100% try to put them in your conversation. So that is very important, and I think this is the only way that we can inculcate few new words and vocabulary in your conversation. So I will also start doing it.
yeah, and for beginner, it is a boon. Like they feel there is somebody who can always help them. They find a personal assistant. When I started learning this language, there was nobody. If I had any kind of doubt, so I need to connect with any tutor. But now there are so many things. They can talk to chat gpt, there are meta ai also, there's so many ai application available, so now it is very easy to learn this language, but earlier it was not. So I think everybody should take advantage of it. They can
Advantage
learn.
of. And you know what, when it initially came into our lives, when I got to know about that AI feature, I was really curious to talk to some AI people. But whenever I'm trying to, download any application, it was asking for paying money, and also there was no free application at that time. ChatGPT is also, I think, free to some extent, and after that, if you want to use the advanced features, you have to take the subscription or something. I think I'm not sure about it. So now, but like Sparky, you know already that there's an application called Sparky. So I am having conversation on that, and that is also very helpful because you just need to speak. It will answer you. It will give you a proper answer like you're talking to a human. Uh, I think people who are feeling really nervous or hesitation, they can use these kinds of feature, or especially the people who are introvert. I think those are the ones who feel very discomfortable while talking to somebody, like in real. So it can be a great beginning for them, right? Just to initially start up, they can use these kinds of application, and once they start feeling comfortable, then they can go out and have a real conversation with people. So this way they can improve.
Yeah, they can become comfortable with the help of these types of application, and they can then after sometimes they can start having conversation, real conversation, as you said. Okay, so I want to share one more thing here. Nowadays, we are using Chat GPT AI, but there is one more advanced thing in market, that is DeepSeek, that is from China, and it is 10 how can I say 10 into faster to the chat GPT. So I want to use it, but somewhere I feel maybe it is a Chinese product, so there are so many pros and cons. So somewhere I feel no, I'm not going to use it, but there are so many people who are talking about it, and I have watched so many videos. You can also try it, but uh,
What
before
is the
downloading
name?
it, you have to
Repeat the name.
DeepSeek, DEEPSEEK, DeepSeek. It is
I will
more
use it
advanced
today.
chat GPT. It is more advanced to the chat GPT. That is why I'm asking. Yeah, I think you
So
are
is it
also.
paid or free?
Yeah, it is free. It is totally free.
So we can download it from Google, like Play Store.
Yes, it is more
Wow.
advanced than of chat GPT. Yes.
So didn't you use it?
No, I haven't used it because nowadays I'm just searching about it. I'm watching videos related to it. So somewhere I feel I have a like we always first we need to know about that application or is what we are going to install in our phone. So I am on the searching phase now. If I will find it interesting, but there are so many people still using. I had conversation with some people; they are also using it, but I'm little
Means I think
curious.
I should also try. Because I also want to improve like now to the advanced level, and I'm really facing a lot of difficulties because many people or many tutors even from English Yari, they told me that Karishma, you need to work on your vocabulary, you have to work on your subject work, verb agreement and preposition. These are the three things I need to focus on. But even after trying a lot, I'm not able to do it because I'm not giving time for learning. I'm just doing my speaking practice. So people sometimes like say that if you want to speak English, you have to speak. No, you have to listen to also. That is
Right.
equally important. If you are only on speaking mode, you are going to speak only those things which you already know. But if you want to improve at certain level, then you must have to go through with the recent like listening practice. That is more important. I think
Right.
50-50 should be there, but my 50% listening is not here. Only I'm speaking. And I think that is only one reason that I'm not feeling like very confident while speaking English. I just want to upgrade some good vocabulary, and that only comes when I keep listening to good advanced people.
So yeah, for beginners it is important. They should start speaking at least. For speaking is really important, but for intermediate we need to consume a lot of content, a lot of
Yes.
advanced content. Now it's time to improve our level. So we need to consume advanced content. Then only we can improve.
But I think for the beginners also, they need listening first. Until because I remember when I was learning English, I used to listen for whole 1 year. I only listen. I didn't start speaking at the time when I was listening, but after 1 year, when I consumed a lot of things in my mind, and when I started feeling confident that now I know many words, I know many structures, now let's start speaking. So, after 1 year of consumption of listening, I started speaking. So, speaking is must for beginners, but that like listening also like important for them. And but for intermediate, I think listening is equally important. Without listening, you cannot think of improving your English.
Yeah. So if we want to level up our English, so we need to listen to a lot, and writing is also important. And
Writing is
heard
necessary.
I heard from your videos like you started writing also.
Yes, yes, yes. I started writing finally, and it's a really difficult and daunting task for me. I feel really like I need to push myself when I need to write something. It's not that easy for me because I'm not. It is not something where I feel comfortable. I can speak. That is my cup of tea. Like I feel very much comfortable. But while writing or reading, both tasks seems really difficult, and I need to push myself really hard to do it. And but I'm doing it because obviously, if you want to gain something, you have to come out of your comfort zone. So now I'm coming out of that, and I'm trying to write something.
Yeah, but we all know you are very busy. You are you are very busy. Still, you are doing very good in this language.
Just trying. I'm just trying to give my 100%. My son is also helping me nowadays. He's giving me daily new one vocab.
That is amazing. Okay, so do you read?
No, I don't.
Reading is also not in your bucket.
I started reading one book, Sudha Murthy. I think Yashoda, she has given me that book when she came to my home recently. So she has given one book, and it was really amazing. I read like few chapters of that book, but still now I don't know like where it is because my kids are there, and they all the time I see my stuff in their hands, and all the time important stuff. And even right now my laptop is in my 6 years old boy's hand, and I don't know what he's doing with that. And yesterday also I have seen my younger one, he was just playing with my books. We can't do anything. No matter how safely I'm keeping my books and my stuff, it is always here and there.
Yes, you are juggling with so many things. I can.
Seriously, if you will enter my home one day, you will see that my whole living room is filled with utensils. All the kitchen utensils are there on the floor. Whole day. Seriously, it's sometimes feeling very disgusting. Like, what is he doing? My younger one, he has only one work these days. He just go put all the utensils and keep it in the living room. This is what he does whole day.
Yeah, I can understand. Okay, so what are the things are you doing nowadays for improving your English specifically? Any one or two things you want to mention here?
Yes, I'm doing. I'm writing and I'm listening. I'm trying to listen new podcast, and recently I've started listening new podcast from Happiness Institute. You might know it's the recent channel, but I like the way of like Abdullah sir. There is a person, and he invites few good people who are really good with the English language, and that's what I'm doing. And I like, I feel very confident after listening to a good podcast. I don't know why it happens. It's very natural to like happen, and this is what I'm doing, and I'm trying to inculcate few new words in my vocabulary as well.
Yes, I have also watched some of their videos and they are really amazing. Their way of speaking, their asking questions is like very unique. Sometimes I watch.
Professional, the channel clarity, the people who visited, and it's like whole the professional setup also. So it's feel really nice when you see something like that.
Anything you want to ask?
I want to
Priya?
ask you that how are you doing your practice? Anything
Yeah,
new?
yeah, I'm doing so many things because my exam has over. So
Oh,
now I'm waiting for results. So nowadays I'm totally free. So I read books every day, at least uh, 10 to 15 pages in the morning and 10 to 15 pages in the evening. I always I try to read at least 50 pages in a day. That is my
wow.
like daily task. I somehow I do it every day. And one more thing I'm doing shadowing. There is a one particular channel on YouTube, English fluency journey. So I'm
Okay.
watching her. So she speaks really beautiful English. And yes, sometimes I write. I always write only affirmations, gratitude. I don't feel I have to write my daily routine and all. I always write gratitude, affirmations. And one more thing I recently added in my life, that is graphotherapy. I do it every day and it is
Which
helping
therapy?
me. Graphotherapy. It is a
What is that?
Graphotherapy is a kind of meditation. Like, we
Oh,
have to, yeah, it is a kind of meditation. So I started doing it also. It is helping in my English too, because when we do
oh,
meditation, so there are so many thoughts. We like our mind become little calm, and if when we are calm, so we start thinking broadly. So that is
uh,
one I am doing nowadays. And there's so many stuff I'm doing related to English only. I consume a lot of content in a day. I watch movies. My totally focus is now only on English, and I'm enjoying.
that's how your English is good because you are putting a lot of effort into it. That's nice. Good to know about that. So, like, you are free till then. Like, how for how many days you are free?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my result, and then I will enroll in PhD. Then maybe I will be busy again. So that is why I want to utilize this free time. Maybe after that I will be busy.
Okay, that's why you have little time.
Yes, that's why I
Just
have
enjoy
time.
this time.
Right, right. Okay, so I have seen your videos with Nandakumar Gopalan sir, and it was really amazing. He was my one of my favorite tutors on Clapingo. Now he is on English Yari. So please tell me about your experience with him.
My experience was really amazing. It was my first meeting, and he was like, he was saying like, he knows, he behaving like he knows everything about me already. So I was so surprised, but I really did not know that he already watched few of my videos on YouTube because I did not think in that way. Like he's a tutor, why would he watch my videos, right? Obviously, first thought this came to my mind. So when he was telling me that your name is Karishma, you are a YouTuber, you are a lawyer, I was so shocked. Like, how did he know that? He said that later on. Like, I watched a few videos, so I was really thrilled to know that. Like, okay, being a tutor, he watched my videos, and even if he don't watch, doesn't watch, he at least know me. So I was really excited. And the way he speaks in a funny manner, and one more thing is there which I have noticed with him only, that whenever I'm talking to him, I learned a few vocabulary or idioms,
Unconscious,
I which I don't learn in anybody's else class, honestly, because I remember only for that time, but after some time I tend to forget. But from Nan Gopal sir, I still remember two idioms like break the ice, walking on thin ice. So
green thumb,
I remember because he talks a lot about one particular thing. So when we are talking a lot about one thing, it like automatically we remember. So when he talk about one idiom, he exaggerate. He tell the meaning and then he asked me to put it in the words like sentences. So I really like about his like teaching style. And many people they were asking me the number of Nangopalan sir. I said from where I can give you. I don't have his number. I just connected on English area app. So you have to subscribe their courses if you want to connect to him. So like
Right.
people like him.
Yes, I had so many conversation with him, and I also feel the same. Like whenever we connect with him, so we can automatically learn so many things. If he is talking
Yes.
about something, so it is 101% we are going to learn in
Done
the
it.
session only. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
can also relate it with it. And
And
I
you
started.
know, mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Yeah, yeah. Please,
No,
I forgot.
sorry, I interrupt you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you were
I
saying
was telling
something.
like in the last session also, I was like hesitating a lot. He was giving me a task to have announcement, like how will you announce when you are on the railway platform. So I was very hesitant. First time in my life ever I felt so much of hesitation. I was like I can't do it. He said, no, you have to do it. So he tell me the complete line that this is how you can make the announcement. So I just copy him. I tried making it. And after finishing, after the session was finished, I just tried to rehearse it because that is something I was not able to do it. So I thought, why am I not able to do it that like at that time? So I tried to rehearse it, and this is how like I build my confidence also, I feel. So it's really good, and he's an amazing teacher.
Yes, I always feel teachers should be like him. He is
Yeah.
very funny,
I
creative,
think
and he make others understand easily.
yes. Yes, yes. I think tutors on English area are already good. And this is what I have mentioned like from a very long time. Because that is the only I paid money on English area to take personal classes, which is like it's not necessary. But when I see like Shruti ma'am and there are a few other tutors also, Sarika ma'am, Lamika ma'am, I just wanted to have a session with them. So I took subscription of English area like few months ago, like 5 7 months ago, and now recently I'm just continuing with them. It's an amazing experience.
Okay, so I think this much is enough, or do you have anything to share?
No, I have nothing, and even I have to go downstairs because I am here like from 4 o'clock. So 4 5 6 2 hours. So I have to
Okay,
go now. Yeah.
so
And
thank you so much
it's
for
again,
yeah
yes,
yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. It was again lovely interactive session with you. I enjoyed a lot.
same here, Priyanka. Even I got to learn a lot of new things from you. Just send me the names of those applications which you have mentioned about the Chinese app. I forgot the name, and I just want to check out because it's something might maybe nice.
Okay, then thank you. Bye bye.